Greetings, everyone. I'm Wood Hamster.
And I'm Liquidy Poo.
Yeah, and we're here to do the last couple videos. This is the bullshit mission I unlocked. I split it up into 2 videos because, oh man, it's a long hunt. Epic hunting monster hunter. The red clad knight is actually not overjoyed to see how well I'm gonna do. He's overjoyed to see how much I'm grinding my face against the brick wall. Oh. So I'm just gonna start right off the bat. I would have farmed for some sort of gimmicky set armor, but I just made whatever, slapped together whatever I could. So I got a Candelos gun lance and a couple Candelos armor pieces and some crab armor, just like a combination of whatever I could get that I could just quickly make that gave me more defense because, oh god, I need it. Oh man, this is probably the first time you see baby Rathalos in Monster Hunter. I call him baby Rathalos because he is... man, if you got a hammer, I can chump this guy. I've already chumped this guy in like 3 minutes in this fight. But then you get to the next fight, which is Tigrex. Come on, Tigrex wrecks you. Because I'm bad at him and I don't have evasion plus to exploit all the little things you can do with Tigrex.
Yeah.
So I pretty much brought as much good stuff as I could bring. See, here's the problem with the gun lance. The only thing I could do is kind of just stab at his toes.
Yeah.
Also hitboxes. Oh. So you're gonna be noticing in a moment that Rathalos in this game, like, I think you saw some of it in what is it now called? Peace Walker.
Oh, Peace Walker.
Yeah, that he acts a lot like a turret. But you'll be seeing a lot more of that in this game. Like, he doesn't do any of the really crazy air stuff where he's just hovering above ground, just really low and going all over the place and you can't get him and wind pressing you. And this is what I mean, like, when he flies up, this is the only thing he does. He acts like a turret, and you know what? You could flash bomb from all the way up there in this game, whereas you cannot do that in Try, which makes it really easy to flash bomb him. You wait for him to turret, and then as he's done turreting, you flash him down. Of course, I get really unlucky, and he's just gonna spin all day. I'm spinning along with him.
He's gonna get dizzy at some point.
Yeah. I will say, like, this is probably one of my worst Rathalos runs with the gun lance, but since it's like a victory, spoiler, I win the mission. I wouldn't show the if I did win the mission, and I was not going to make a death reel. That'd just be like hours and hours and hours of editing for a death reel. I just want to get it over with. But it's so telegraphed, so slow. It's great. And yeah, just another flash bomb. Even though I didn't quite flash him out of the air, but you know, I'll take it.
Yeah,
getting a delicious power pill, and I brought Bomb Cat because I need the extra damage. Oh, and getting some sweet Wyvern's Fire in.
Oh, Wyvern's Fire, yes.
It's half decent, but you know, like, it pumps out damage fast. So, you know, whatever I can do. Oh, so, are you getting frustrated with commodity farming getting ultimate? I remember you
a bit.
You were giving me a message on Skype before we started. You're just, try ultimate. Commodity farming is such a pain.
Yeah, I need the goodies for other goodies, but I'm not getting the goodies.
It's always great Jaggy and Peiko. You're like, well, I need those 5 and 6 star commodities.
Yeah.
Well, I think 5 and 6 star commodities are something like you gotta do high rank Rathalos and Rathian before that pops up.
I just want the 4 star stuff, and even then I can't get those.
Yeah, I know. Just Laggy never shows up. And Rathalos never shows up. I don't even think he can show up during the day anymore.
No.
Like, you can only do Laggy, and he shows up once in a blue moon. And when he does show up, you don't get the 4 star commodity because RNG.
Because he's a jerk.
RNG. Oh, and also like to point out this is one of those missions where all carvable items are potions, mega potions, stuff like that.
Even that shiny that just disappeared?
That shiny, which is why I'm not because I'll pick it up when he's not whipping.
Oh, it didn't disappear. It's still there.
It takes a while for it to disappear, like a minute. But yeah.
I guess Rathalos was just standing on it and I couldn't see it for a second.
Yeah, no. He was just standing on it. Yeah, in this game, you get shinies from flashing them out of the sky.
Oh.
Or if you flinch him out of the sky, you get a commodity. Not commodity. Oh, like a commodity. I really want commodities in the Ultimate, but the game's like,
yeah.
No, Peiko and Ludra forever. Or Great Jaggy or Baggy, but it's not what commodities you want.
It's so weird seeing Baggy in the deserted island, though.
Yeah, it is. And, I'm having a really bad spot of luck, because it's really rare that he buzzes the tower on this map. But I'll get unlucky sometimes, and he'll, like, buzz the tower 3 times, and I'm like, nope, quit. Because I'm wasting so much time.
Yeah.
I'm on the clock here. If he buzzes the tower more than once, I tend to just quit because I can't pump out enough damage with this weapon. And if it wasn't garbage with hammer and wanted to farm in a full Nargacuga armor set, not high rank, G rank, then I could probably deal with Tigrex bullshit. But would deal with the bullshit that comes from Rajang, which is Quake. Well, no, actually, no, that's not really a problem, because you just wait till the Quake's over, you run in, smack, and then repeat. Actually, yeah, no, probably would work. But I was just, being lazy. Probably could have saved myself a lot of pain by farming up, like, broken gear.
Yeah, probably.
But I also wanted to show the Ukanlos weapons off, because, I fought him, this big bad end boss monster. So, like, I forced myself to use a Ukanlos weapon. It was either going to be Hammer or it was going to be Gunlance. It ended up being Gunlance because I ended up making more and more progress with Gunlance. Where I played it. Oh, I'd like to point out, like, all the little corners of the map where there's gathering spots. They're cool items. Like, just before I gathered up a flash bomb, that same spot, if you're lucky, can also have a supply pitfall, but it's random.
Ooh.
And if you're lucky, you can get multiple of them. That has happened to me before, but it's really rare that I even get one, so it's like a low percent. And when I do get, like, every time I get, like, the shock traps, the easy shock traps to show off, or was it pitfalls? Either way, it's like, everything goes wrong. So it's like, oh, it's trapped. Oh well.
Yeah.
And this corner where I'm at, there's a chance for small barrel bombs and supply barrel bombs. Good stuff. There's a shrub over there that has 3 mega potions in them, just like in normal arena training.
Oh, if only you could gather those from any shrub.
Yeah. And there's a 3rd gathering spot, which I don't even really touch because it's whetstones and rations.
Oh.
A real man, or woman in this case, brings along delicious juice. I kind of need juice for this fight for what I'm gonna do to Tigrex. But we'll get to that once Rathalos is dead. Honestly, I'm just happy to be over this mission. This mission made me cry and rage so much. I would play it for a few hours and then I just feel completely defeated and I throw the game away and like, ugh. And then I'd come back to it a few more days and do a little bit better each time, but each time I'd also be like, oh, I'm never gonna get this done.
I remember the frustration on Skype.
And me sending rage messages over Skype. Sorry for being obnoxious. Oh, I was so angry at the game. I'm so sorry to everyone. I just raged too. I didn't rage at them. I just raged about the game.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, M4. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Sorry, Liquid EP. And he decided to buzz the tower again. This is where I'd actually normally quit, but I think it was like my first attempt of the day, so I was like, yeah, just get some practice in. You know, warm up.
Yeah.
No, wait, no.
Maybe you had a good feeling about this one.
No, now I remember what it was. Essentially, like, I did this, like, the first time I did this, everything went perfect. Everything went perfect. Okay, it went perfect. It started to fall apart at Narikuga, like it usually did. But it was going really well. Then I got to Rajang. I was doing him really well. And I was down to the last couple minutes. And then he started flashing. And I'm like, oh, he's weakened. Because I got Capture Garun. He's weakened. And he spends several minutes jumping around the trap, ignoring it. And I'm watching the time go down more and more and more. My heart's pounding more intensely. And I'm just sitting there. No, don't do this to me, Rajang. And he was really trying to murder my cat. Like, he wanted that cat. We wanted to tear it apart. But he was always missing the cat, so he wasn't knocking the cat out. So he was just jumping around the trap, trying to kill the cat, missing the cat for like 2 minutes straight. And I'm just, my heart sinking. The more and more I see this timer go down, just further and further down. And I'm like, oh no, don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me. I was really pissed, but also really happy at the same time, because this proved to myself that this is doable. I can do this. It's just gonna be really painful. But at the same time, it was like, no! Oh no! No! I was kind of tempted to put just kind of act out the scene where I'm talking to Rajang, the last half minute where he's just jumping around the trap, and I'm like, no, don't do this. No. But then I was like, no, I'm not a very good actor. I can't act that out. But just, I might just post it as a little clip at the end in the bonus section when I'm done. Just no commentary or anything. Just post it. Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, so painful. Oh yeah, you could also get first aid meds if you're really unlucky on the shrub there. Not something I want. I do want the mega potions. I need all the healing items I can get, and when you're doing this mission, at this point, you don't care about the drops. You're just gonna scrounge together whatever healing items you can. Oh, and this is where it's really obnoxious, because you have to wait.
And wait.
Yeah, takes a minute or two, unfortunately. But yeah, no, this recording here was it was I was like, no, I'm done after I did that, because it was so close and my heart was pounding, my hands were sweaty, and I was just there was adrenaline pumping through me, and it was like, no, I can't play in that state. I have hyper fast reaction timing, but at the same time, I want to push buttons, 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 and that's not good. It's like my hands were twitching because there was just so much adrenaline pumping through me, and my heart was like, okay, buddy, you gotta calm down, relax for a moment here, because we don't like you anymore. So I was like, that was done for the day. And then 5 hours passed by. I was like, you know what, let's do this. Let's give it another try. Fuck this. Oh! And then I failed a couple attempts, and then I got this one, yeah. But I think the reason why I kept it is just because I was in that sort of emotional high where it's like, I can do this! Oh!
You're in the zone.
I was in the zone, except for that Rathalos fight, which really dicked me over. So this is when Juice comes into play. Rathalos is a big baby if you have a lance, because if you can fight him in an area where he can get his head stuck and you can juice up, I'm just gonna do that over and over again. I even had a Tigrex run where the only thing he did, his AI, I don't know what happened. I think his AI just broke. He wouldn't jump, he wouldn't spin or anything. He would just charge, get stuck, charge, get stuck, charge, get stuck, and I killed him in 5 minutes.
Maybe the clip was really tasty.
Maybe, but he wouldn't do anything but charging. He ignored the cat and everything like that. I could still get out to like sharpen my weapon and all, but then I'd get right back in. He'd go right back to slamming his face into the wall, and I was happy with that. Best Tigrex run I ever had on him, just because something happened to his AI. He's chewing on that wall.
Just gnawing away at it.
Yeah, I was pretty happy about that. And this wall is actually really... I will say this, the map designers and the programmers made this wall really good. Like, normally, when you try to get Diablos or Tigrex stuck in walls in the outside world, the walls are... The level design is more, like, aesthetically made to an extent, but there's also, like, some tactical value to it. But just when it comes to them getting stuck in the walls, it can be really glitchy, and they can sometimes just slide along the wall if they don't come at the right angle. This wall, this huge section of wall doesn't give a fuck. This huge section of wall is like, no, they're just always gonna get stuck. So if you can block, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, they definitely gave it a nice U shape, so if the sliding happens, they'll still reach a point where they'll get stuck to it, it looks like.
Normally it'll be a U shape, only like the invert of that, so it'll be like more like a hill, and then they'll just slide. But here, this nice bowl that you can get them stuck in. And I like that, you can really abuse it. And I think they did it on purpose because, well, you know, it's the one stuck in, and you're only fighting in this area. So, of course you're going to want to get them stuck. Plus, you know, it's limited to what kind of monsters you fight in the arena anyways.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm happy it's over with. There's Tigrex's bullshit, I'm gonna hurt you and throw you away roar, but I can block that, so I'm good. I like being able to block.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And that shiny, you're gonna be seeing a shiny there, because every time he gets stuck in a wall, he drops a shiny. There's gonna be this shiny, every time it despawns, it's gonna reappear, and it's just gonna sit there and taunt me forever. Instincts tell me to pick it up, to battle carve, to do things like that, do stupid things like that. But
to be greedy.
Yeah. I would say the main downside to this weapon is the -30 affinity. Don't really like it.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of those dark shines.
I'm getting really unlucky on the affinity. It's just popping up over and over and over again. Sometimes I get really lucky on it. Like, if you can get really unlucky on this weapon, and not have the affinity proc, then yeah, this weapon does so much damage. It's got super high raw damage, got some ice element to it, which is perfect for Rajang, which is why I picked it, because there's no real good choices. There's Tigrex, who's weak to fire, there's
and walls.
No, wait, Tigrex is weak to fire and lightning, Narga is weak to fire and lightning. Rathalos, on the other hand, is pretty immune to fire. He's pretty weak to lightning, so if you bring lightning, you're good on 3 monsters. But Rajang is the one you want to burn down as quickly as possible, in my opinion, because he's so scary. And plus, I want to show off the Ukanla's weapons. I kind of forced myself into a corner, or else I might have tried a fire weapon. Our weapon actually might have been slightly better. But Rajang is the big scary monkey that I'm really bad at, so when it comes to lance weaponry, so yeah, that's where you're gonna want ice. Lightning and fire is just completely ineffective. But, you know, I can just stand there. I'll take whatever behind the shield quick pokes I can get whenever he's not getting his base stuck. When he's got his base stuck, I just, you know, stab, 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 reset my combo, stab, stab, stab forever until, like, my ammo runs out.
Yeah. I'm just watching and waiting for that Wyvern's Fire clip to go down.
Yeah. I always... that's the one thing I don't like the Brachydios gun lance. There's no clip.
Yeah, you just have to...
It's like the modelers kind of forgot, you know, like, oh, right, we're supposed to model this clip in so people can see when the gun lance is done reloading.
I mean, it does have a tell. It's just not what you would expect it to be.
Smoke, though. That's the whole thing. They left the smoking part, but
It's not just the smoke.
no. What
There's
the hell?
when it's ready to fire again, there are extra green markings
Oh.
that disappear when you fire it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because I was looking for like a graphical tell where it like flipped out or the gunlance extended in some sort of way, or maybe some spikes came out, extra spikes or something. Like I was looking for like graphical things, like model wise. But
Yeah, I was looking for like a little red clip glowing or something.
Yeah.
And instead, what it is like I guess the
Well, it makes sense, I guess, because Bracky uses the slime, so
after he
the
blows
weapon's
up.
got to reload its slime, if that
Mhm.
makes any sense.
Yeah, the part of the gun lance that folds out. I guess that section has grooves that you normally can't see, and they just kind of refill with the slime.
Yeah, see, that makes a little bit more sense to me.
I like the implication they're making, but I would have preferred a more visual.
Yeah, the thing is, the entire Gunlance line pretty much trains your eye to look for like the red glowing clip. But then
And
they
then
do
it's
something
not
different with the
there.
Brachydius Gunlance without telling you, and then you're just really confused. Plus, the Brachydius Gunlance is like level 2 shelling. Like, this is something I'm not very happy with, which is kind of one of the reasons why I don't like using it, because I'm set up for like the Gunnery King of that game with Feline Bombardiers, so it increases my gunning damage. So,
Mhm.
so I like to go with widespread, not widespread, but wide shot or spread shot. This game, as it's called, I think. Either way, it's like I like to go with that type, and then just destroy them with Wyvern's Fire. Go with as high level as I can get, as
Yeah.
damage as possible. Of course, like the wide shot isn't very good at doing like the slam combo where you unload into them, because you don't got as many shots to fire off. But they do slightly more damage, but I would think like normal shot is better for that.
Right, just because of the bigger clip in general.
But if you got a monster prone, one thing I like to do is like I like to stab twice, gun once, and then stab twice. You know, just using the normal shot to reset your combo, because you reset a lot of times while they're just lying on the ground sprawling, so you can get
Yeah.
delicious tail cuts. It helps.
Stab them forever.
Yeah. Well, until your clip runs out. But yeah, that was Tigrex. He's kind of a chump in this map, especially if you can block. If you're hammering, this game likes to toss. Every time I hammer, this game likes to toss a silver or gold crown Tigrex after me just to make sure I made it past the maintenance. It was pretty annoying.
That's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, the game hates me. Next monster's Nargacuga, and we're getting at the end of the video, so you know, like we'll do the second half of the fight. Look forward to Nargacuga and Rajang. And
Cool.
we're just gonna stand here, wait, and really should have cut some of this waiting time out, but just bothered. I'm sorry, but we'll see you next time.